the life of any human being that they touch.
Yes, we have been since 2008.
Yes.
We started first of all with ourselves. We wanted to really be healthy. We wanted to experience our higher state of consciousness. We were in a spiritual path, you know, a path of self-discovery, about a path of self-healing. And we met in that journey. Thanks
Yes,
God
we
that I
did.
met you. Isn't it? Thanks
For
God that I
me.
met her. And
For me too. I also
and
feel
after
the
that,
same.
together we start really attracting amazing stuff to our reality.
Yes.
Amazing people, amazing opportunities are starting to come. And masters, as we travel in South America, our first thing was to travel in South America, backpack through Peru, through Bolivia, and really going to these hidden locations, hidden places where we can really meet the shamans. First of all, our first place was Vilcabamba,
Yes.
Ecuador, the Sacred Valley of Longevity. And in the Sacred Valley of Longevity, we were able to meet so many shamans and healers from all over the world because Vilcabamba is known it as the land of longevity. Maybe have you heard about it? That's in South America. And there come from all over the world many healers, shamans, that all spiritual awakened people that come
Yeah.
there to really evolve, you know.
Exactly.
And when we arrived there, there was this amazing, like a
Just
powerful energy community
It was amazing, yes.
of young people, all of them
Yeah.
wanting to raise their consciousness. It was like a, that was in the,
2005.
2005, yeah, like this amazing movement of evolution of consciousness that was happening in South America, but
Yeah.
not for only for South Americans, but from all over people that was living or backpacking in South America. There was this kind of awakening that was taking place. So that was how this started in South America and Vilcabamba, and then traveling. First of all, we start leading sweat lodges, going through all different parts of South America. We used to build sweat lodges
Yes, Inipi, the little
Everywhere.
dome, make a sweat lodge in anywhere we would go, and we would unite the people and say, hey, you know, we can share a Temazcal sweat lodge. Are you interested? And always everybody was like, yes, you know, because you attract your people, you know.
the tribe, yeah.
So everywhere we went, leading Temazcal, building the beautiful Inipi, which is the dome that you hold the ceremony in.
Yes.
And so many, places in the earth that receive that beautiful blessing, because that's also like a way of healing ourselves as human beings, but it's also a rebirth where we return to the Mother Earth, you know, we
Yeah.
return to the womb of the Mother Earth. And so once again, we make the earth feel loved and important, and we create that beautiful connection again.
Yeah, and you know, with the shamans we learn amazing stuff because, for example, with Miguel, a shaman from Chile, that he was the shaman we stayed for like 2 years learning about the sweat lodge and the ceremony of the return to the womb of the Mother Earth. You know, we used to be in every 2 weeks. After that, like every week, with him in the sweat lodge, accompanying the groups, breathing with him, and it's super dark, it's super hot. You are surrounded with people that you don't know. You are almost naked. So you are facing you are coming out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And you have to learn with them, with master, to be out of our comfort zone and to face different challenges. And for example, one of the things that we learned with them was to face fear through the conscious breath.
Exactly.
Because when you are in the sweat lodge, in the inipi, in the ceremonies with the shamans, sometimes, you know, a lot of fears can begin to arise. The mind can begin to play some tricks to sabotage your evolution, because there's a lot of belief systems that are being broken as you are facing these challenges. So with them, we were able to learn to breathe, to calm down, to stay centered, focusing on our breathing, and face those challenges from a place of observation, but not as victims of it, but learning to decode the message of each experience of life in a good way.
Yeah, to transcend the fear and to be empowered through that experience. What we also learned in all of this time of studying ceremony and shamanism was all of the details that go into creating this medicine, because the Temazcal, the sweat lodge, is a medicine. For shamans, the whole ceremony is seen as a medicine. And there are many little details that go into the preparation of that ceremony. You know, being inside of the inipi in the sweat lodge is like the last step. You know, it's the last detail. All the people have come together. We have all finally made it inside of the dome, and we are breathing. We are receiving the vapor from the sacred rocks. But leading up to that, there has been a whole process of preparation.
Yeah, mental, emotional preparation for the ceremony, yeah.
And also all the distinct elements that go into making the ceremony, like collecting the rocks from the specific places, like getting the medicines and the incenses, you know, each specific element has its intention behind it. So we learned about this detail-oriented way of creating ceremony and creating healing. That healing doesn't just happen in that moment, but there is a whole environment of safety and support, and each detail that's involved in the healing process is incredibly important. So we learned also that, and that has reflected into the work that we do now.
Yeah, that was the study. We're talking about this because this is how, you know, we start evolving, and you also are potentially in the same path of evolution as we are, and maybe you have already, you know, those kind of glimpses of evolution throughout your life. In our case, that was 2005. After that, we start also leading ceremonies with the cactus of the San Pedro and ayahuasca as well. We participated with shamans, but always in a way to be connected with nature, because South America, Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, those countries have the Andean culture, you know, and the force of the Pachamama. And the Pachamama is what the people in India, they call the Prana, or people in China, they call the Chi, or the Ki, or the Mana energy, the life force energy. In South America, that's the way how they used to connect to the forces of nature, because somehow these ceremonies and these sacred medicine plants, they have the capacity to expand your senses, your perception, for you to tap into these forces and kind of create a new relationship with these forces that will build up afterwards if you continue, you know, in that path of evolution. Yeah? So for us, because we were in the path, it was of tremendous value to be able to understand how nature provides everything for our growth, you know. And so after that, we continue evolving into that path. And then is when we start into the Pranic Lifestyle, when effortlessly we were traveling at the time with kids in South America, teaching art. And when you travel in South America, something that happens is that you begin to adapt to them, you know, and when you're in the jungle, when you're in the mountains, you begin to eat as they eat. You begin to see life as they see, because we stay there for several months, isn't it?
Yeah.
So people over there, they eat very simple food. They just eat corn, potatoes, cheese that they made themselves.
Everything from the land and everything that's local. For, you know, Western people who live only with supermarkets available to them, this is a totally foreign concept. But there, where people live in harmony with the land and cultivate only what they know is, you know, natural for the land in that area, it was such a unique experience for us as young people growing up in maybe a different lifestyle, you know, to create that connection to the earth and the elements, to also understand the human being as that element that ties all of those other elements of nature together.
Yeah, and that's how the initial awakenings beginning to happen, to connect with the forces of nature, because that's actually how all the masters for all the years throughout the throughout the planet have always been preaching and teaching about, you know, the forces of nature. But these forces of nature have changed names in different cultures, as I mentioned before: Mana, Prana, Chi, life force energy, Pacha energy. All these energies are the same. Is the source itself. So at those years, 2005, we already were awakened towards this energy. We already had awakened our senses, our perception, our consciousness to feel that energy all the time through our life, through our travels, through the people that we met, through our interactions, through every, like element of nature, when we are in the river, feeling that amazing energy in our bodies, bathing in the Lake Titicaca, going to places in the waterfalls, in which we used to go and just receive the blessing of the water because we wanted to connect with the forces of nature. And we did it, and it's amazing what happened when you begin to do that. You begin to just be able to understand how nature works, how the elements work together to create the perfect environment for us to be humans. And you learn to understand the cycles of life, the cycles of nature, how you can communicate with nature also. That's another state, another evolutionary state in which you learn actually to communicate with the water, with the rain, with the air, because those are energy frequencies that you can tap and communicate, receive information, channel information from those sources of energy.
You can, but in that also reconnection with nature, you can also recognize as a human being maybe all the extra or excess stuff you're carrying around. Being in that close of contact with nature and out of your comfort zone, you can really clearly see all the things that you're carrying around, habits, emotions, thoughts that are just maybe not who you actually are, so that reconnection also gives you this powerful mirror to be able to then begin to refine yourself as this human being that is another beautiful element of nature, and you get to come back to your essence. And that was a big intention that we both had as individuals, and definitely was what likely brought us together, that shared intention of wanting to be the best version of ourselves, to heal, from memories or things of the past or childhood. Most human beings have those things that they carry around, things, thoughts, emotions, memories that are influencing into the present, whether you recognize it or not. And so by being in that close of contact of nature, also by being together as a partnership, we were able to see, what it is exactly that we had to heal. And that was a beautiful opportunity, because you could see it as a challenge, but for us, we saw it as this really special opportunity to realize that intention of refining ourselves, of healing our thoughts and our emotions, and just being more and more each day who we really are. And that was, very powerful also part of our journey.
Yes, and I think that this combination of events, learning with the shamans in a way that was effortless, traveling in South America, meeting different ones, and learning from all of them. And also, part of us was also teaching art to kids. We used to teach art in all these amazing little towns, South America. We used to bring joy to the children by teaching art in their schools and any place possible that we could teach. So the children and the healing with the sweat lodges and all this amazing journey with shamanism that we were experiencing in South America was building up, was building up towards a wonderful state of being in which you just feel happy. You feel like you are doing the best thing that you can do in your life, that is to feel completely centered, happy, healthy with yourself, and also to be in service to other people, to children. In that case, we love art, we love children, so we were like doing the thing that we love.
Yes.
And doing this thing that we love is when we begin to understand the power of healing, that we somehow were gaining. And one day we were in Bolivia, in Sorata, and then is when one person introduced us to the 21-day process, that is a process of fasting that we did with Camila, in which we went 21 days, no food at all, only drinking 14 days very diluted juices with water, and the first 7 days were absolutely no water at all, just not even one drop of water, just absolutely dry fast for 7 days. And we did that in 2008 because we felt that was our next step. We were like absolutely effortlessly being led to that experience. Our heart felt that that was a true serious step in our evolution.
Yeah.
When we encountered this process, we really felt that it was something serious, something that the true spiritual people that really want to access their higher state, the purification in the most deepest level, mind, body, emotions, and soul, that's the process for that, like to really go to the deepest aspects of the being.
Yeah, and to really, seal the healing, like to make the healing complete, to not anymore have to look for, like, how am I going to deal with this thing? How am I going to actually feel healed? For us, it was also that step in, like, closing the healing journey and then being able to live life in that just joyful, healthy, vibrant state.
Yeah.
We actually,
and you will also maybe ask, why you guys wanted to heal so badly? What was that thing that you guys wanted to heal?
Yeah.
That's important, you see, because healing is in many levels. Yeah. For example, for me, my healing was mostly emotional, mental, from things from my childhood that were, I felt that I couldn't accomplish things. I felt that there was something in me that I was, all my life as an artist, as everything that I was doing in my childhood, I always was reaching the peak, and there was something that somehow sabotaged myself. I felt that part of me, and I resonate that with I was kid, with things that happened in my family, my whole family, not just my parents, but my cousins, my aunt, things that relate to things. So I really felt that I wanted to stop that, to cut the chain, to cut the chain of not being able to achieve what I myself, my own essence is able to achieve, or to live successful, healthy, happy, with a wonderful couple, to have a healthy marriage, a healthy family. I wanted to do that. Something that in my family, somehow not happening, always somehow divorces and things like that. Have in all aspects, joyful life that is complete. So that was my healing, to heal my life, my mind, my body, so I can be a better person, and from that attract the best experiences in my life to have an awesome life. And for you, Camila, what was your healing?
For me, my biggest thing was I really struggled a lot with my periods, and I felt like it was connected to this pattern of sexual abuse in my mother's side. And the same, I wanted to break that chain. I wanted to, all the pain and the heaviness that I felt in my womb, and that monthly cycle over and over, just feeling like it was getting worse and worse instead of better and better. I wanted to really stop that. And I also knew that I wanted to be a mother someday, and I didn't want to pass on that pain, that generational pain to my daughter, to my son. And so that was my biggest thing, to heal the pain in my womb and my reproductive system, and to really feel like happy to be a woman, to embrace my womanhood, and to feel comfortable in my skin and in my body, and have just heal also body image things, that I didn't get reflected a good sense of self from the women in my family. And so I really wanted to just feel good, feel complete, feel healthy, feel happy. Yum, yum.
What, can we slice it?
Just break it. Yeah. And so, for me also, it was really largely connected to my generations, and to wanting to be able to create something more me, something us, We were in that path together, and we wanted our love to be just pure and not influenced by anything. And so, that was what we were working
and
with.
I believe, we all human beings somehow experience things in our life that maybe have impact as we grow up, and as we become family participants, or more adult human beings. So, and we also felt the value of learning to heal that when you are young,
Yes.
So that we can continue with a good life for the rest of our life. The value of already cutting the chain in a good age and in a good state, so you can really go into your life feeling pure, and that feeling of being pure is tremendously amazing.
Yeah.
When you feel clean, when you feel like you have really cleaned your body to the deepest level,
And your mind.
and your mind.
And your emotions. Like there's not any part of you
Yeah.
blocking or trying to sabotage.
Or no doubts. No doubts. Like you feel free of fear,
Yeah.
free of doubts,
Mm-hmm.
free of worries, free of everything. Just believing in your body. It's like your body's, and you and your body have become one.
Yes.
And there is such a confidence in yourself that rises from your heart, from your consciousness. There is like a new belief system that is integrated, and that is tremendously powerful.
It is.
So when we did this 21-day process, we went into this fasting that was tremendously powerful. And in this fasting, we were like, how we can maintain this fasting, how we can really like, make it more even powerful. So we begin to breathe.
Yeah.
With Camila, to breathe every day, and then these amazing things begin to happen. It was like this combination of elements that we learned with the shamans to breathe, the shamanic breathing, and we learned to fast. We were into the fast, so we were like combining these tools to really bring energy into the body.
Yeah.
Because we learned with the shamans also that as you breathe, you detox, and also in science, you know that the breathing process is the breathing process how the body detoxes as well. So scientifically, and also from the shamans, we learn that that's how the body detox. So we were really breathing to help the detoxification process in those days of the dry fast.
The breath also felt to give us like more meaning, more purpose, also support, because just fasting was kind of like, oh God, what are we doing? But when we started incorporating the breath and really found like that, just started incorporating that tool, it was like all of a sudden we just had so much support.
Yeah.
And we were so safe.
Yes.
And we were so held. And that was something that just the fasting by itself didn't offer. The fasting was mostly just this real intense physical detox, also emotional and also mental.
Very challenging, to be honest. We don't recommend to do that program for anyone. We have created a new one that is way shorter in time and powerful. But we want to tell you how was that for us, so you can understand how deep we went to really being able to learn what we have learned in our lives, that we teach now around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the first time for you to be with us and to understand our path, but it's good for you to get to know how this amazing technology of conscious breath and pranic fasting combined with source energy has been shaped through all these years.
Yeah.
And after we did this program is when we start feeling all these amazing changes, though, just like rejuvenation, but was super fast. Like, actually, that was like the first thing that we begin to notice, and people that also were around us, they begin to notice that we look rejuvenated.
Mm-hmm.
And for us, that feedback was like, wow, this is something awesome. And we also felt so good, like the best.
Yeah.
That was like the best times of our life. Yeah, that conversion was like the best.
It just has gotten better and better from
has
there.
gone better and better, yeah. But those first months were like, oh my God, this feels so amazing. It was like bliss, like bliss.
Absolutely.
Now it's become natural, to be in that bliss.
Yeah.
But in the first months, the first weeks afterwards, the pure connection with Source was tremendously powerful. Really like remarkable, like vibrant energy flowing, like vibration through all the body constantly. Inspiration, thoughts, ideas, massive downloads of information.
Where we also really saw that the healing was happening. So we started to see during the process that as we connected more with the breath, when we had different like thoughts or emotions come up, because you can imagine maybe being like with your partner or with somebody you really care about, and being in a 21-day fast, just like secluded from everybody. We were totally in nature in like a little tiny house by the river.
No human contact.
And so you have to face the things, all the things, and they're not going away, And so we also found ourselves in really powerful moments of healing, of crying, of laughing, of remembering. There was a whole, we could say, alchemy of things happening there.
All moving from inside, trying to be released. You see, all what has been built up, like all the overload that the body couldn't contain anymore. It was
Yeah.
like, finally, I can be free. So mentally, emotionally, physically,
Yeah.
it was like coming all over.
But it was, yeah, and so it was all coming all over, and we realized that, wow, if we didn't have this tool of the breath, this would maybe be some sort of chaos. Because like I said before, just fasting, it's powerful, it's detoxing, but you have to give it shape and form to really get the full benefits from it. And so, because we already had that relationship to the breath, we had learned the power of the breath through our studies in shamanism, we started facilitating each other through our healings. And so, it was really, I think, there where all of the techniques that we share now and all of the foundations that are part of our courses started to be born. Because as I was going through like deep processing memories and things, traumas, Akai would be there like, just breathe, you know, release it, let it go. And so and then the same, you know, he also had super powerful healings and I would be there for him, you know, breathe, let's go through it. And so we were starting to feel and understand that the breath can take on more shape than just
the in and
you know,
out.
just like what we do every day in a mundane kind of unconscious way. So we there started to give shape and we started to see that, wow, you can heal memories and traumas through the breath.
And also we learned, you know, before that when we were in the path, we were a lot into metaphysics. So maybe how you hear about metaphysics, you know, there are also meditations and breathing techniques that are also into metaphysics. So we were also used to practice on our own way and create our own way, our own meditations, like channel our own energy descending through our chakras, you know, just visualizing things to really just change all our genetic energetic blueprint. So we were into all of these practices in this fast, you know, metaphysical practices, breath work, and also really facing all those kind of fears and things that were there coming to the surface. It was like a whole complete process of healing. That was like, no words to describe that. Really, it's like amazing. And for me, I have done all kinds of things. You know, before that, we did, as we mentioned, we train, we have met, we have talked, live with shamans and people, and we learn from them. We respect all of that. You know, beautiful people. But the fasting, the breathing, this combination to be able to connect with the prana, with the life force energy, this is just incredible. Is the alchemy of the most powerful elements of life, you know, and also the alchemy of these scientifically proven medicines, natural medicines that come together to really regenerate from the cellular core, from the DNA, everything. It's like the reset button to bring back order in all your systems in the way how you originally were set to be, you know. That's what I feel for me. And after that, you know, we start teaching this all over the world. Now we teach this since 2008.
Well, we took 2008 to kind of like, so after we came out of the process, we were like, wow, we have found something really powerful, really incredible. Let's deep dive into it and start to refine it. Let's create techniques from this. We also realized that more people were getting kind of like introduced to this concept of living on light, but we felt that having gone through that experience of the 21-day fast, like it was way too vague and that it's not necessarily like the best way to go about exploring that idea of living on light. And so we started to, with the intention of being able to share this healing and this connectedness and this life upgrade with people, but in a much more gentle and tangible and practical way, a way that doesn't make you like renounce your whole life and, you know, like you can still live your life and heal in your life. You don't have to go away from everything that you love. So with all of that knowledge and experience, we started to really refine and create techniques.
Yes.
So techniques for energizing the body cells, techniques for healing and reprogramming memories and traumas. We found kind of like the foundational pillars that most human beings would like to experience, like health, vitality, energy, happiness. And we created or designed the breath, we gave it shape to be able to target each of these aspects. And so in about 2009, we started to teach the techniques and to share these techniques.
And that's when another journey started, in which all the manifestation of this amazing formula begin to happen, you know, in people's lives, people's experiences. So, for example, here in Arizona, remember that this woman, she couldn't walk.
Yes.
Remember that she had like some of the hip was out of position.
Yeah.
And the third day, fourth day, fifth day, she already started walking back again. The eighth day, she was already healed.
Yeah.
Also, the other woman that couldn't move her, she had like this restriction on the movement.
In the shoulder.
She was healed absolutely in the third day of the training that we did, the 8-day process. And that was just the beginning, because now it has been all these years, 11 years, almost 12 years, and we have touched thousands of people with this training. At the beginning was mostly retreats in person, different countries all over Europe, the States, South America, China, all over. But also now we are teaching it online. So we felt that by teaching it online, we can reach more people and make it more affordable, because you don't have to travel and pay the flight ticket and all of that just to learn how you can connect with the source energy and use your breath to gain vitality in life. But you can learn it in your own home, at the same way how you are watching this webinar. So we, in the last year, we started teaching for all over the world online, and has been amazing, because it's the same, you know. It doesn't matter if you are in person with us or if you are online at home, the same results, the same benefits take place by undergoing this training.
But I just want to pause here, and for many of you who have been maybe following us but not really experienced our work, you may have this idea that we teach people to not eat. And so if you've been here for the whole chat and you've been listening to us, you haven't heard us in any moment up until now talk about anything like not eating, stopping eating, or focusing on that, right? So I just want to interject with this so that you can see that that's not our intention. Our intention is health, is offering tools and facilitating people's healing processes so that you can really be and experience the best version of yourself. And oftentimes that involves a detachment from certain necessities or habits around necessity. But in no way do we encourage people to renounce anything or adopt a specific type of lifestyle. The beauty and the real, I think, amazing thing about the breath is that it can adapt to the life of anybody. It doesn't matter if you are a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, a housewife, it doesn't matter who you are in the world. Every single being is breathing, right? Every moment of your life, you are breathing. And so this shows you that the power of the breath is adaptable. Wherever you are, whatever your life experience is, the connection to the breath and all of the amazing gifts that will give you is available to you. Absolutely, right now.
And that's why also what Camila mentioned that is about healing, health, is how we also are kind of reinventing all this concept of breatharianism that has a lot of misunderstandings, and we have refined and reinvented towards a healing form, a way in which you can really tap through the breath to source energy, but in a massive way, in a way that have never been experienced before. And that way you can activate your senses, your perception, your cellular memory to really begin to receive the full benefits of the prana, of the air, because We do as humans receive a percentage of the benefits. But when we become conscious breathers, conscious people of the source, the pranic field around us, then we can take more of that. And sometimes that is the medicine for many people, to take more life force in their bodies. That will be the medicine that will heal all things that maybe they are looking behind a doctor desk to heal, maybe looking in a medicine, a pill to heal something that can be healed through the breath when you really go into it and allow that force, that full potential to take over your body.
Another amazing thing about this and the work that we share is that this is totally non-dogmatic. So there is no like deity that you have to pray to a certain amount of times a day. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but these practices can adapt to you, like I said before, to whatever type of lifestyle you live. If you have a religion, if you have a certain spirituality, it will never interfere with that. If anything, it will make your practice more free, more loving, so this is absolutely also non-dogmatic. And I think that's also really powerful because it shows just how universal this amazing tool that we all have access to is.
Yeah, and I'm so happy that you guys have signed up and you are here allowing us to share and to interact with you and share with you these amazing techniques that we're also going to facilitate you. So stay tuned. We're going to start breathing very soon. As you are following this amazing webinar, our intention is to share what we have learned through all these years and the same thing that we have teach and share with all our students around the world through all these years. All these tools, all these techniques are fully targeting you as a being that deserves the best of life, a person that really is here to experience happiness, joy, and you will learn how you can begin to experience that easily through the conscious breath. So if you are on Webinar Jam or you are on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to start sharing some of these techniques to go into the action, into the buzzing of energy through our bodies. We want to share with you guys a session of conscious breath work today for you to experience some of what we teach in our courses, in our trainings, and as well we want to talk later about the combination of these techniques with fasting and how also through these techniques you can connect in a higher level with prana, source energy, life force energy, for this formula to be embedded in your life, for this combination of these elements of healing to become part of your existence. Okay? So let's get ready.
Let's do it.
So you're at home, found a place that is comfortable, where you can sit or lay down. These techniques that we are going to learn with us, do not do this in the car or under the water.
Yeah, in the bathtub or in the pool.
Stay in a safe zone, because this is very powerful. It's like a very powerful medicine that is going to vibrate your body, your mind. Is going to take you to a new state of consciousness. Really powerful. And that's why it works, because it's powerful.
Yeah.
So for that reason, sit or find a place where you can lay down, okay? In our trainings, we share different techniques, but right now in this webinar, we're going to share with you one that is very powerful, okay? So please sit, get ready, prepare mentally for the experience. We're going to breathe. I'm going to guide you step by step. This technique, we're going to start breathing through the nose. We are going then switch towards in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then we're going to switch to only breathe through the mouth. We're going to use different rhythms and different velocities of breathing so that we can understand how these different rhythms influence our body systems, our nerves, our life force begin to build up, and how the more we progress into the session, more and more energy is being stored within our cells, our nervous system, our mind, and all aspects of our being. Okay?
There is a lot of science behind this, but right now we want you to get the firsthand experiential living experience, and then the science can come next.
We can chat about the scientific effects of this, as well the experiments that have been done in our minds and our bodies to verify the validity of this work. Okay? So now let's go into the practice. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Begin breathing through the nose, in and out. And just connect with your breathing. Feel your inhalation from your belly to your chest, towards your mind. You can close your eyes if you feel, so you can go deeper into your breathing. And notice your body beginning to relax as well. Allow for your mind to relax. Now, you're going to begin to breathe with the intention to expand your lungs, expand your chest, to breathe bigger quantities of air energy into your body. So you're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Continue breathing into the nose and out through the mouth, and relax your hands. Open your palms and face your palms to the ceiling. And continue breathing. And as you breathe, relax your senses. Relax your perception. Breathe deeply, expanding your lungs like balloons. All the way in. In, out. And notice the energy beginning to rise. Notice any sensation of energy in your palms, in your hands, as you continue breathing deeply. Now we're going to breathe 5 more times, all the way in. And now we are going to begin to breathe through the mouth, in and out. We're going to do it for 20, 30 times, but as we breathe through the mouth, we are going to gradually accelerate our breathing to accelerate the flow of energy in our bodies. So let's begin through the mouth, fully breathing all the way in. And now you are going to exhale only 90%. And inhale deeply again all the way and exhale. Faster. Faster. And when you feel ready, when you feel satisfied, when you feel complete with energy buzzing through your body, then you will exhale and just holding the right amount of air that you feel to be comfortable, you will exhale after your exhalation and stop breathing for as long as you feel. And just be with the feeling, be with the vibration, be with the sensations. Notice the waves of energy pulsing through your body. Notice what happens in your mind. You can be this way as long as you feel. 1 minute, 2 minutes. Just trust in your body. When you feel ready, you're going to prepare mentally to repeat this sequence for a second time. To expand more and more your energy centers, to allow for the oxygen to fire up within your nervous system, to reach all your cells, as well your mind, your hypothalamus, your pineal gland, to be fully charged with new, higher energy hormones that will be secreted through your body as you gain energy through this practice. So let's continue again. Breathe. And now you're going to begin through the mouth to inhale fully, expanding your lungs all the way. And exhale 90% of air. And inhale deeply again. Faster. Faster. And when you feel ready, when you feel satisfied, when you feel complete, boosted with energy, then you will exhale and stop breathing in the breathless. Notice also the deep state of meditation that you are gaining through the breath. Notice what happened in your body, tingling, vibration, electricity. Focusing your head, maybe you feel or see colors or lights. Be with all these sensations and feelings. It's your experience. You are owning the experience. You can be here all the time that you want. In the breathless. And when you feel the call to breathe, the gasp reflex, then you will allow yourself to breathe naturally through the nose at the way that feels the best for you, expanding your lungs. And just notice as you go back to breathe what has happened in your state of being, your mood, your mind, your body, how you feel overall after this short practice. And breath by breath, begin to notice and come back to your natural state. Notice your body fully energized, fully oxygenated. All the tiny muscles of your nervous system back again into motion, activity, action. There is so much chemistry happening in your body right now, so much inner science taking place beyond what you can feel. There is a tremendous amount of energy that is reaching all layers of the skin, all systems, all organs of your body. So please let us know what you feel as you come back, as you feel fully grounded in your body, strong, healthy. Let us know how you feel with this introduction, okay?
Yeah, we're reading you here in Instagram, in YouTube, and in webinar. Oh, so good.
Oh, I feel so much buzzing, so much power.
I love the feeling of being in control.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean that like in general.
Control of the experience, control of your
of
energy.
Of this specifically, it's not like you're guiding, and that feels nice to know the steps to take. But I like that it's me doing it. You know, I like that I'm creating. I can accelerate as I want for as long as I want. I can stay there in the breathless as long as I want as well, or not. And I love and appreciate that about this work as well. Alina, beauty, you feel deblocked. I feel light and relaxed. Oh, so wonderful. Luisa, with the second time, I felt my heart opening and my mood lifted clearly. So wonderful, beauty. Yeah, it's like the first time lays the foundation, and then the more times you do it, you can really start to feel even more benefits.
Yeah, the tremendous potential of this medicine.
Oh, Vanessa, beauty, says you are beautiful, you too.
Thank you.
Hey, Elaine, good to have you here, brother. Feeling more energized, nostrils also unclogged. Breathing is easier now.
Oh, wonderful. So better breathing, nostrils unplugged. Oh, excellent.
So good, guys. And Dania, also thank you for your beautiful comment. She says, Camila and Akahi, you never cease to inspire me. And thank you so much for your personal sharing. My heart is so open with you. Much love to all. Love you, Dania.
Thank you so much for being here and to inspire us to continue, because it's through you guys that we feel like, wow, yeah, this is so good. Let's share with more and more people, and also to know that you like it, that you're coming back to join us again. It's always good to know, yeah.
And Asa says, I feel happy and smiling. Thank you so much. So inspiring you are. So good, beauty.
Yes.
And over here, hi, loves. You said it is very refreshing. Yes, super refreshing. It's like a mood lifter, happiness infuser. And, you know, people talk about, I think it's like super popular right now, the DMT breathing. This is a similar state that we reach also with the DMT that's stored within the lungs. And when we reach that state of no breathing, that state between breaths, we are also firing that DMT through the body. So you can feel sometimes like you have an out-of-body experience, or just like your mind, your perception is in a different state. There's a lot going on there.
Yes. So we see that in Instagram, the live remaining time for us to be able to be live is going to shut down. But then we want to go back to live.
We can reboot it.
So stay tuned, because we're going to continue, and to invite you to join us for our training, because this is just the beginning. Yeah, if you have enjoyed already this amazing work that we're doing, we're going to now continue sharing another technique, because what we have learned through all this work is the formula, the combination of all these elements. So the breath work is one element, isn't it? That is, you already have noticed, have felt the incredible power of one of these elements that we have combined in our training, in our courses. The other element is the capacity to tap into the universal energy. Like, for example, Reiki masters do, or like energy healers of advanced levels, like super advanced masters are able to do, to manipulate prana energy. We have been able to learn also as well that. So we're going to share with you guys how you can also begin to feel energy throughout your senses, your palms, your chakras, so that you can also receive incredible life force just by being yourself, because your energy centers are aligned. Okay?
So we have a couple more, or a few more, feedbacks. So Vanessa is also saying vision is more clear. Anita says, me too. I am lucky and lucky to see you light people. Janet says, feeling tingling, buzzing, lots of light, great peace when the breath is still. Mentally quiet, spacious, boundless, body is smiling inside. Oh, so good. Allison, opening through my whole body. Maria is feeling amazing. Oh, Roxana, we love you too, beauty. So good. Alina is asking, could you please type the name of the first spiritual place in South America you two went? The energy between you is amazing and contagious. Yeah, we love each other very much.
Yes, we do, we do. Thank you so much for sharing. And yeah, that place is Vilcabamba.
I'll type it here just so that you have the spelling.
The Sacred Valley of Longevity. Yes. That's where people 140, 130 years old, 120. We have met a few 120s when we were there. But there is record of people that live 140 years old. That's why it's renowned about the Sacred Valley of Longevity. But it's a mecca of healing.
Super special place for us too is where we did this process. We also got married there. Our first child was born there, and it's a really just powerful.
Yeah, our child was
place.
born there in our home. I was able to receive my own son, to be there, to cut the umbilical cord, to see his first smile.
Yes.
That's what he did. As soon as he came out, he smiled.
He is an immortal being also.
Yeah.
He was born in the land of longevity.
Yes. So yeah, let's continue sharing. We were reading your comments. It's always amazing to read you, because this is, as we mentioned before, our inspiration. But now let's practice something more so that you can understand how powerful is this work that we are doing, because we also want to invite you to join us for our upcoming training that is happening next month in November.
Yes.
We're going to have a full training, 8-day training, that is going to be streamed worldwide at the same way how you're watching this webinar. We're going to stream it. So we want to invite you to join us and we also have a special price for all of you guys, a very discounted price. So you can join us and take advantage of this amazing formula of healing that we have decoded and shaped for you, okay? So let's continue with the next element. The next element is our capacity to connect with the life force energy field of the universe, as the Reiki masters do and like very high masters have been able to do, okay? So I'm going to introduce you to this amazing way, and it's going to unfold in you as you progress. But I'm going to ignite this ability in you, okay? When I do it all together, we're going to transmit energy all together. It's going to be like a planetary energetic transmission, because all of you guys are in different parts of the world. And as we begin to transmit energy to each other, we are going to create a network of energy that is going to envelop the entire planet. And you know what this means. This means that we are actually doing what we're supposed to be doing. That is to heal this world, to bring light into the world. Yeah. Happiness, joy, good vibes.
Yes.
So let's do so. Very simple 3 steps. This is just an introduction. In the training, you're going to be able to master this with us. We're going to teach you all the steps in the training. Now, just the introduction, okay? Let's begin. Now you are already expanded because you did the breathing, so it's going to be super easy. First, you're going to elevate your right hand and take a deep breath. And as you bring your hand, keep it here to the height of your shoulder, your chest, okay? And just focus in your palm. Put your attention to your palm to notice any sensation. And now the other hand. Breathe. Expand your senses. Bring attention to your palm. And now face both palms. Bring attention. Take a deep breath. And now begin to move your hands. Look how I do it. Slow motion circles. And as you begin to do this, notice what is happening in your palms. So you continue moving your palms and take a deep breath.
And is having a phone chat.
Can you please tell him to stop that? And as you move your hands, notice the energy. For example, I am feeling magnetism. And as I do these circles, I feel like the reflection of the movement in my other hand. if I do like this, I feel like a gentle wave, like air, like a cloud energy sensation around. And as you continue, notice how you begin to form an energy ball, an energy balloon. Do you feel it? Just gentle circles, and notice any sensation in your hands. Cold, heat, magnetism, vibration, tingling in your fingertips, any sensation. Breathe and expand. And notice how the magnetism becomes bigger. Okay? So you are learning to activate your chakras in your palms, to be able to receive through your palms energy throughout your body. This is the first symptoms. Gentle tingling, change of temperature, feeling of magnetism, the density of the energy in your palms. Yeah? And now we're going to transmit energy to each other, create a network, a single energy field connecting all of us. Okay? So just put your hands like this in front of the screen, in front of your computer or phone, and do circles as well. And just notice, very slow, very gentle. Let me change to this side until Camila arrives, so you can see me better. And now just relax, open your senses, and feel the energy. Wonderful. Just a short introduction to this ability that you can gain as you continue evolving in this, to learn to transmit energy, to receive energy, and to also be a conduit for other people. We often do healings with groups, and we transmit energy to groups. At the same time, like, doesn't matter how much people, when you become a conduit, you can transmit to a larger group and heal them all at the same time. So that's what you also are discovering right now with us. Let us know how you feel, what you feel in your hands, how you feel right now in your state of being. Happier, centered, energized. Share with us.
It's so powerful because oftentimes you might think like, how does this energy transcend space and time, you know? But in our courses and our online trainings, we do this as a group in a longer, you know, session, and we go very in depth in teaching you to master this technique. And the feedback that we get is always just so amazing.
Yeah, with this particular thing is incredible. Yeah.
In just being able to actually feel it, and also to really take your healing into your own hands.
So let us know if you felt the energy, if you felt it in your hands. Maybe some tingling, very subtle, yeah? It is subtle energy, but at the same time, it's tremendously powerful. When we use this for healing, we have seen people that, the bones begin to adjust by themselves.
Yeah.
Just without touching, but the energy itself is so strong that begins to put back into position bones of the body. Yeah, we have seen so many healings with this. It's like all the scale of healing possible with this modality, really.
Well, Danya, I hope that you won't mind me sharing your testimonial from last process, but we did this healing in the 7th day, maybe it was, and she shared with us as a group the next day that pain that she had been experiencing at like a level of 7 to 10, so on a scale from 1 to 10, she was experiencing chronic pain in the range of 7 to 10. So that's pretty extreme.
Every day.
I think so, yeah. And you can clarify on any of this, Tanya, if you want. But she shared that all of that pain that she had been experiencing was now at between a 0 and a 1. And that happened in she shared with us the next day that experience, that kind of testimonial. But how do you explain that beyond that? Wow, yeah, this really does work.
Yeah, it's a formula. It's a perfect combination of the most powerful elements in the universe, because fasting is scientifically proven to heal and detox deep layers. And the way how we do it is tremendously gradually guided, from fruits to juices, and then to water, and then to dry fast for a few hours or days, as long as you feel, and then we go back to water, juice, fruits, salads. So it's a whole process of reprogramming the body of all the eating disorders or unhealthy habits related to food. Yeah, but at the same time that you are healing, reprogramming, detoxing, all of that, you are also gaining energy through the conscious breath work that we do. So it's like always replenishing a lot of energy while you are detoxing. That's why people in our trainings, they don't feel all the discomfort of the detox.
Yeah, those intense feelings of detoxification that you can oftentimes feel.
Yeah, because the breathing helps to cover up all of that and to satisfy the body with energy, so it doesn't feel lacking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's just read a little bit. Mari Mira, you said that you felt it. So wonderful. And hey, Oksana. So good to be here, beauty. Nice to hang out with you again, too. Feeling warm and fuzzy feelings inside. Beauty.
Fuzzy is good, yeah.
Luisa's feeling very peaceful and centered indeed. Janet says, powerful. There's no distance in space. Allison shares, I noticed my right middle finger was different than the other fingers. Powerful. Alina, tingling in my hands. I knew about it, but never practiced. Thanks for teaching to master it. I will practice it to gather the energy before giving my massage sessions to my clients. Perfect. Asa says, tingling and warm. Vanessa says, inside me, maybe more love. Simply. And Danya, oh, thanks, beauty. Alana, thank you for the webinar. I felt tingling in my hands in the practice. I noticed some feelings of not trusting myself and not deserving to receive. But I know this will heal with time. Thank you for the love and light. Yes. And that's a really powerful and I think a super common thing that people, adults, feel. And those kind of emotional patterns, or that feeling of like not deserving or not trusting or not enough love, the program that we're talking about, the 8-day process, goes directly to those places and infuses new love and acceptance and gratitude into our lives. And it's just really powerful, the healing and how this process really meets you where you are. And so, yeah, if you feel like you have some of those things inside of you, some unresolved issues, or just like with the breathing, maybe some emotions or things come up for you, then I think it's a beautiful sign that you can really find a lot of gifts here, and that those feelings can be met and they can be healed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just a little side note there. David says experiencing deja vu and increased awareness of the subtle magnetic energy and an opening up in hands.
Wonderful.
And overall peacefulness.
So good, so many benefits just by this short practice.
I know.
Sharing this formula that we have created, you see, 1 hour and already so much healing.
and then Danya is also sharing with us another really powerful experience from our last 8DP. Actually, Danya has been with us in 2, I believe, 8-day processes over the last year, and so the last one was in August, beginning of August. And she's sharing that during that 8DP, her right ear that had been blocked for 2 months was suddenly totally cleared, and it didn't clog up again.
Wow.
So she just shared that with
That's
us right
amazing.
now.
Your eye was healed.
No, ear.
Ear, oh, the ear, sorry. Wow, so good.
Yeah, so beautiful. Thank you, Danya, for sharing that with us.
That's so
And that
good.
happened on the 3rd day, she said.
Good, good.
Amazing. And Elaine is sharing the magnetism built up slowly between my hands, and at one point, bringing my hands closer together, they bounced off of each other. Magnetically, not physically, but about 3 inches apart, and the motion of my hands almost felt like a heartbeat.
Wow.
The hands rhythmically coming together and off each other for a minute or 2. Amazing. And Maria says, I felt throbbing in my palms, heat, feeling blissful. Wonderful. Alana, oh, you're so welcome, beauty. And yes, we do offer one-on-one sessions.
Yes.
We do coaching sessions. We do longer coaching programs. During the 8-day process, we also set aside time for individual sessions for those feeling like they like a little extra support. So yes, definitely we work one-on-one all the time.
So as we introduce you to these amazing things, we want to also talk a little bit about the upcoming training that we're going to do, because maybe you have questions about how it's going to be, yeah? So as I mentioned before, it's going to be on November 9th, so you have around more or less 1 month to prepare for the event. It's going to be 8 days in which we're going to also go through a gentle fasting. As I mentioned, is a gradual fasting from salads, fruits, to juices, to water, to dry fast for 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days, depending how you feel. That's optional to you. And then we go back to drinking water, juices, fruits, and salads to create a new healthy connection with food. Of course, you know that that is tremendously healing, just that fact. But also, in the same time, we're going to have that tremendous detox and purification of the body. We're going to also have every day 3 meetings, 3 powerful sessions in which we are going to share with you these powerful breathwork techniques that will keep you energized every day. As well, this is going to help you to heal, to detox in a more energetic level. As you are also healing physically, this is going to help you to heal mentally, emotionally, energetically, releasing all those layers from you. And you're going to be able to experience the full power of this process by connecting with source energy through all these practices, learning to tap into it, for your body to receive life force within the organs, within the cells, within the mind, like supercharging your battery. That's what this process is. It's a process to supercharge your battery so that you have a long-lasting life. And that's what the things that we have seen a lot also with this program is that people rejuvenate, or in other words, they are able to slow down the aging process because there is more energy. And when the battery of the body has been replenished, of course you have more lifetime to be alive, yeah?
Also, a lot of what ages people is, you know, unhealthy emotions that get
Yeah,
so deep
cyclical.
inside
Yeah.
of you that they start being held within the cells, and then the body starts to contract and there's
Yes.
less flow of energy. It creates blockages,
Yes.
between your energy systems. And that's a really big, probably like number one thing that ages people is unhealthy emotions or traumas, or the mind not not being in a healthy space.
Mm-hmm.
And so definitely, while the breathing techniques increment the amount of energy inside of all the body systems, we're also doing something very unique, which is on each day of the process, we are targeting a specific part of the being. So we're targeting the physical body on one day, we're targeting the mind on another day, we're targeting the emotions on another day, and we're targeting the soul or the energy body on another day. Because, yeah, we all have a soul, and that is what's, filling our human life, this experience. And so we focus in each one of these aspects
Mm-hmm.
through different breathing techniques and practices, affirmations, exercises, and combined with the fasting, it just creates this super powerful environment for healing to be inevitable.
Yeah.
So whatever it is that you're working with, whatever it is you've been dealing with, or even if you don't know exactly what it is you're dealing with, but you feel inside of you some sort of maybe just unbalance, you will find the root of that, and you will be able to finally heal it. But not in a superficial level, a level that really gets to the core of whatever that is, and finally infuses love and new, positive, healthy information into that space.
Yes. And of course, as well, one of the things that we like to do is to also continue to give access to our students to our platform, because we have created an online platform in which every participant that join our events have access to.
Yes.
In that platform, you have all the online course as well. So you can replay, review all the sessions of the training where you can continue learning, and mastering what you have experienced in your life. So you have access to, for lifetime, access to the video course that contains all the content in the videos. Plus, you also get the ebook for you to read step by step the story of the training that we have created, and testimonials, experiments that have been done on it. You also get the audio sessions like MP3s for you to listen to very powerful meditations that we have recorded with music, very high quality audio in a studio, that are going to be able for you to use it at any moment in any device. So you have all these different tools. You have the audios, the book, the video course. Also, we give you Facebook support group for you to chat and learn from beginners and advanced students that have taken our retreats and workshops. And as well, you get follow-up calls in which we send you emails for private calls to continue sharing with questions and sharing sessions as we progress in this amazing path. So we want to invite you to that, to really come and join us on November 9 for the amazing full training that is the 8-day process, 8 days of purification for your entire being. Is going to start at 8 a.m. on Saturday to Saturday.
November 9th to the 16th.
Mm-hmm. And right now, this event, normally these retreats, when you come to do the event in live in person with us, is $1,300. But now we're going to do it online, and normally online is $200. But for this webinar, this event that we are doing and sharing with you guys, and also as a way to be thankful that you guys join us and you are here learning with us, and also participating in this amazing movement.
And that you show that you're interested,
Yes. Yeah, that you want to experience this, that you are interested into these benefits. We're going to give you a discount of just $97 for the full 8-day training that is live with us, and also the online course as a bonus, plus the book, the audio MP3s, the follow-up calls, and the Facebook private group for you to hang out and share with all of us as you continue evolving in this amazing path of evolution and healing. So this is the invitation that we want to give you guys right now, for you to join us, take advantage of this opportunity to really go deep into the full benefits of the training that we have created for all of you, in which we combine the amazing benefits of fasting that is scientifically proven, the amazing benefits of breath work that you have experienced right now, and also the incredible superconscious capacity that we have to connect with energy, with source energy. All these three elements into one program for you to, as Camila says, heal inevitable.
Inevitably heal, yeah. Exactly.
Yes, my loves. So we have any other comment?
Nope, just excitement. Dania was also clarifying that she was with us in our Breatharian Healing Level 1 training, and she's going to be with us in the Level 2, and super excited about that.
Excellent. So if you have any question about, I don't know, the upcoming training or these techniques that we have learned today, this is the right time for our Q&A. We have always, at the end of our webinars, a short Q&A. So let's open the moment for that. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask.
Yeah. So fun to share with you, and also to do it in this way with Instagram folks and people here in webinar and YouTube. It's so fun. We have just
First
such
time.
a broad reach. Yeah, first
First time doing
time.
it like this, we like it. Yeah, it's awesome because we can share with more people and benefit, everybody, and that's what we want. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Elaine is saying, amazing value. I joined it last year and can attest. Thanks, brother. Happy to hear your feedback. Alina, thank you for sharing your time and energy with us. Love. Oh, wonderful. Thanks, Beauty, for that love as well and support.
So for our friends on
Oh, yes.
Webinar Jam, there is a button that you can use to register for the event. And for our friends on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, we are going to paste the link to this event, to this promotion that we have. That is a very special link for you to sign up if you want to join us for the upcoming training in November 9th. So you have still 1 month to prepare. You don't need to do anything to prepare. Just be yourself. And as well, when you sign up, you get immediate access to the online course. So if you want, you can begin to watch the videos to learn the techniques. And by learning the techniques, you begin to feel all the amazing energy in your body already, the benefits already. So when you go to the actual 8-day training that is starting on November 9, you're going to be like fully aware of the whole thing. So you can go deep into it and even take more greater benefits. Yeah.
Absolutely. Little details about that. If you know, for example, it is 8 days. So if you know that maybe you might have to miss a certain session or something like that, we do send you all of the replays of every session. So immediately after the session is finished, you'll receive the replay to your inbox, and then you can just watch it on your own time. So you can stay caught up with the sessions and feel part of the process still. And those replays are available usually for about 3 months afterward. And the access that you get to the online platform is lifetime.
Yeah,
So
lifetime.
this is also something super unique that I think not a lot of teachers do, but we do want you to feel like this was not just a passing experience, but that you have access forever to these tools. You can always revisit them. You can always reactivate that awareness, that healing. And so, yeah, that's also a very awesome bonus about this. Oh, awesome. Alex says, thank you. He's all signed up. Wonderful. Happy to have you with us.
Welcome to the amazing
event.
process.
Oh, wonderful.
Excellent, my love. So we have responded to your questions. We share with you these amazing techniques of conscious breath work. You felt the buzzing. This is just introduction. You have here all the amazing testimonials, commentaries from all the group that we have created today in this session.
We also have another awesome testimonial here from Dania.
And just the healing in 1 hour. So imagine how it is to be 8 days.
Exactly.
Immersed in this amazing healing power. It's just life-changing. That's why Camila and I said that this is just really something that when you enter in this process, you really are going to end your search for the, you know, that healing thing, that medicine thing that you really wanted. This is going to be the end of that search.
Yeah, the end of searching for healing. And now whatever you want to search for in your life is just like up to you and unattached to the past and out of joy. And doesn't that just sound amazing? But Dania is also sharing with us that, yes, in my second 8-day process, I noticed that my whole body was much healthier. I didn't need to continue with sun water for 18 days to be clean inside. I was clean even on day 8. Yeah, it's really remarkable. Oh, so good. And yeah, she also says, and I so appreciate your guidance to follow our individual bodies and minds. We check inside all the time to know what to do and what not to do, especially regarding food. And yeah, Dania brings up a great point, and that is that the fasting component to the process is something that we recommend because we know the really profound healing benefits of it, but it is absolutely up to you how you want to follow that template. If you want to participate exactly as it's outlined, perfect, but you are also totally free to adapt that at any moment. We are not pushing you to adhere to anything. We're offering you the tools, but it's totally up to you, your inner guidance, what you feel comfortable with, how you want to go about the process. And we feel that that's important for a lot of different reasons. But a little bit of that is because so often we are just being told what to do, you know, all throughout our life, and it doesn't really give us a very good sense of knowing who we are, what we like, what actually works for us, and especially relating to nourishment, how we nourish ourselves, the connection, emotional and physical, that we have to that. And so here we're able to really redesign and recreate our relationship to nourishment, how we receive nourishment, what types of nourishment, not just physical, but emotional, psychological nourishment, and you are in control the whole time. You know, we will never push you toward anything. We just know that this is so powerful, and we want you to have all the tools and all the possibilities available to you.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, you know, there is vegetables, fruits, juices, water fasting, and also dry fasting for 1, 2, or 3 days. And this is because everybody is different. So for some people, maybe they want to do just 1 day of dry fast, or not at all, just do water the entire 8 days, or
juices.
Or some people that really feel like have more experience into fasting, they want to do 3 days of dry fasting to go deeper into their body purification. So we make it flexible and always encourage you to listen to your own body so you know when it's right for you. Okay?
Thank you for this also comment, Allison. Allison is sharing with us, I have continued these techniques since I did the 8-day process online. Yes, we were together. It was awesome. And it continues to deepen. I am so looking forward to November in person. I encourage all here to gift yourself this healing. Oh, amazing. We're super happy to receive you here in Sonoma County in November. We can't wait. And Janet's asking, what is the cost of the ADP in person in November?
In November is $1,350. Yeah, it's because, you know, we have to rent a place, you know, it's a lot of things that we have to cover, so that's why the price is different.
Yeah, but if you are interested in that, there is limited space.
Yeah, there's still spaces available. You can still join us if you want to gift yourself this amazing program. People from all over the world is doing it, so you can also do it. It's for all of us. We also did it. We also pay money for it when we did it because it's also
Well, we didn't pay money for the 8-day process.
no, not for
we
the
created
we created,
that.
yeah, but
But when
we
we
also
did the 21
and
day
we did with
fast,
21 day
did.
fasting
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah, it's something that is serious. It's a serious event for our life. Something that we really take as something that we deserve the best. For us was our gift, a gift for ourselves, for our own bodies, our own minds.
For
Not
us,
something physical, something that you can buy like a new phone or like something, but a true gift for our health.
we actually did our 21 day process as our honeymoon.
Yeah.
Because we were so wanting to just live the best life together.
Yes, my love. So this is the invitation. We are about to close the webinar. We have done an amazing job breathing together, connecting with source energy, discovering our inner power, and realizing that yes, there are ways how you can feel better right now. There are ways how you can end your search for complete healing, for complete wellness, mentally, emotionally, physically. We have been there. We know how tough is this world.
Yeah.
How tough is to be human.
Yes.
Kids, job, family, past experiences, future experiences, all the anxiety that this creates in people's lives. We know that. That's why we are bringing this to the world for finally, heal all of that. Being able to master your own energy so you can master the stress of your life.
Yeah.
And when you learn to master the stress of your life, you know how to be healthy forever. And also your family is going to benefit because they're going to see that you are stable.
Exactly.
That you are not overwhelmed, you're not out of place, but you are stable, you are grounded, you are strong, solid. And you know how one person in the family always influences the rest. So this is for all of us.
Yes, so good.
Perfect, my loves. We're going to paste here the links to our events.
Yes.
We hope to see you in our upcoming free webinar to continue breathing. And stay tuned for our next videos.
Yes, definitely. Such a joy to share with all of you today. And thank you so much for taking time out of your Sunday. We know how valuable the weekends are and how valuable your time is. So happy that you decided to share a couple of hours with us. We value you, your time, your presence in our community and all that we are creating. And yeah, we just really look forward to continuing sharing, creating beautiful experiences together. And we hope that we can really share this full experience of the training with you and continue building family all around the world.
Let's change the world.
Yeah.
Let's make this world a better place.
Exactly.
Let's bring happiness, love, light, health to everyone. And if you have somebody that will benefit from this, a person, a friend that you know that this will bring goodness towards a person, please share this video, share this event with them so they can also benefit, okay?
Yes.
We will see you in our next video, in our next time.
Yeah. Sending you all love. Mwah. Big hugs. Enjoy your beautiful day. Enjoy
Namaste.
the smiles.
Ciao, familia. Bye.
Bye, beauties. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. So wonderful to share this with you. This is our full complete setup. You get a little VIP behind the scenes. Enjoy
Bye,
your
loves.
day, beauties. Thank you so much for joining us. See you here.
Ciao, hermosos.
Yes, ahí. You want to just close it there.
Oh, here. Okay.
Bye.
Ciao,
everybody.
family. We love you. Camila and Akahi, for all of you guys. Much love. Ciao. This